Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 2d6 dungeon. We're here on the steps on our way down to level 5. While we're here, we're going to rest, eat some rations, which we're down to only 2. We'll eat those first. We are now at 1, so next time we're in town we definitely need to get some more rations. Let's put that back away, and then we also heal 2 hit points per level. We are currently level 6, therefore we should get 12 hit points back, and that would bring us to 54. Let's check the character here. We are defaulted, so we want to change that. Alright, so I've already got our first level here built. Are you over there? Not built, but the first room is a small 3x3 with our 3 exits, which is normal. And then the dungeon itself, I have the outer wall built. The way I did that was I just went 20 blocks to either side and made a square. So it's a decent sized dungeon. It's not huge. I think first level I had made a lot bigger than this. This is about the same size as last level. It's pretty decent. So I think we're gonna enter the dungeon here and just go straight ahead. Straight on through. And while we're looking, the level 5 is the Infernal, or the home of the Infernal Order. This is where they live and practice their dark sacrificial arts. You can expect to find shrines, cells, places of worship, and evidence of magical studies. So let's see what the first room looks like. Stepping through the archway, we enter into a room that is 2x4, little extra lip. It is a stone platform room. There's a square platform that has been built into the space. Atop it are 2 chairs and a table. There is a tea chest in the back corner. And if we search it, we get a patrol. And it's directing me to roll on the level 4 patrol table, even though we're on level 5. Which is good, because that could give us a heedless, which could complete our quest. There are no exits to this room. And it is also a unique room. So let's check this chest out and then find out what kind of patrol we have. Let's see. Roll TC1 3 times. We get 2d6. First one is a 6. At the bottom is a small bag of tea leaves, a carved horn, cup, and an acorn. Let's grab that. Further notes later. This is a 5. So I get another 6. 3 6s. So we get the same thing 3 times. 3 different ways. 3 horns, 3 acorns, and 3 bags of tea leaves. Let's get rid of that. Let's go to our character sheet and open up the items here. Bags of tea leaves. Now we already had 2 small bags, so now we are going to have 5 small bags of tea leaves. Let's put 3x acorn and then a carved horn cup. Let's put it in this area. Okay, let's see what patrol we get coming here. Vanished. That's a 1. It looks like that. So let's find him a character. This guy steps out of the shadow. The vanished are rumored to be wayward souls who have disappeared from the surface and end up corrupted by the same dark magic that animates the dead. They hide in the shadows. So as we're digging through this chest, he's gonna step out of the shadows over here. And we hear him and immediately toss what we're doing and prepare to defend ourselves. Let's get the camera wrapped around here so we can see what's going on. For maneuvers, the Vanished has a dagger stab and a sidekick. 2, 3, and 4, 6. which are metal bracers, will help a little bit with the dagger stab, it looks like. And that's about it. For their interrupt, they have a dark aura on secondary 4s and 6s. It's -2 damage. And they have a head mask on primary 1s. They have -1 damage. So secondary 4s and 6s, that was going to apply to our heavy slash. That'll bring it down to a +1 when we use that. So let's start off combat round 1 with our turn here. Starting off good with a 3-2, and we have 3 shifts. We can churn. No, we don't have to do anything. We have an exact swooping spin, which means we get to add 3 onto it. Exact strike. E6 +4 +3. And we're going straight off with max damage here. First round. 6 +4 is 10, +3 brings us to 13. We have a first round combat, first hit kill. I didn't even change his numbers, but he's supposed to have a 12. And now he'd be at 0. What happened? Alright, Heedless has a pouch we can check for, and also some gold pieces. So let's gift the gold, 1 gold piece, and let's see what's in his pouch. That is a pouch table 2, a 6 again. Lots of 6s. There are some Scarlet Ortavis leaves inside his pouch. So bring us up to 3 sets of leaves and 2 pouches, and then 1 more gold coin. Short and easy combat. Not that exhaust this room, so let's go on out here. And from the stairwell, we're going to go we will head over here and go to the right. Passing through this archway, we have a wonderful room. As you can see in the description, we have a hex painting on the floor. Circle of blood painted in this on the center of the floor. Inside are a series of lines and shapes. Above the hex is a caged banshee. As you enter, the cage drops and opens. Fight the banshee. Banshees are twisted by orbit of psyche. They are beings tormented by their own voices and are sent away into the depths where they cannot disturb those in the domain above. For maneuvers, they have a pitch scream on a 5-3, and they have a vibro punch on a 6-4. Our leather breastplate and bandage shield both cover primary 6s. Our bandage shield's going to help more. I was told that only one thing where you can't stack them together, or maybe that was the interrupts. But for this fight, I'm going to not stack them. Correct me if I'm wrong later. Metal bracers will help with the pitch scream or the secondary 3s. So we have a -2 on both of her attacks. Although the vibro punch has a D3 +1 damage, and then we suffer a -1 shift the next round if we get hit by that. For their interrupts, they have a resonating barrier on primary 1, 2s, and 6s. We have a -2 damage, and that would affect our heavy slash again. Let's see if we can get as lucky as we did last combat. Round 1, our turn. No. A 5 and a 1. Primary 5, secondary 1. We're going to shift the secondary 1 into a 3. Create a lunging thrust for a D6 +5. Starting off combat, swell. 9 points of damage. Brings her to 19. Banshee's turn for round 1 here. We have a 4-1, or sorry, a 1-4 and 2 shifts. We cannot do much with that. There is no way to get us a 1 to a 6. Alright, the Banshee misses us. Back to our turn for round 2. And again, we go with a 5 and a 1. We will shift that 1 into a 3 again. Create another lunging thrust. With that lunging thrust, we have 8 points of damage. Bringing it down to only 11. Banshee's turn for round 2. A 6 and a 1 with 2 shifts. We need 1 more shift. We cannot get a 1 into a 4 with 2 shifts. Go over to round 3 and our turn. And this time we have a 3-5. Isn't quite what we want. 3 shifts though. We can change that 5 into a 2 to make a swooping spin. Alright. That is a d6 plus 4. For 8 more points of damage. Bringing her to 3 health. It's Banshee's turn on round 3. We have a 3-5. 2 shifts, 3-5 is not quite there. If it was the other way around, a 5-3, we'd be right on, but we're not. Primary dice is always red. On round 4 with an additional shift, our turn here. Oh, and we have a 1-4. We have 4 shifts though, and 1-4. We can create a swooping spin. We turn 2 shifts to take the 1 to a 3, and 2 shifts to bring the 4 down to a 2 for the swooping spin. Oh. And dealing 5 points of damage, which will finish off our Banshee. I just realized I did not get XP for either creature. So let's grab that real quick before I fully forget. We had the Vanished. Vanished has 30 XP, and this Banshee has 190. The 2 together would bring us to 220. And we are currently at 3,044. We'll bring the Banshee back up in a second. Bringing us to 3,264 experience. Back to the Banshee. For treasure, the Banshee has a body search. ESD2. Searching the Banshee, we have 5 plus 2, 6, 7. Strapped to their thigh of the creature in a leather holster are 2 throwing knives. There is also a pouch of 3d6 gold pieces. We're getting 8 gold pieces and 2 throwing knives. Let's put the Banshee away now. Come over here. Ooh. Definitely need to get this locked in. Wrong sheet. Throwing knives. We have 6 of them already. There's so many. We'll throw some more onto it. Start throwing knives at everything. And continuing to forget to pick them back up. Because it won't matter. I haven't even looked to see if I could sell throwing weapons. Sell them off. Forget them half the time anyway. And then there's a pouch with monies. We did need this page. Coins. We are up to 10. And 1 more pouch. Let's add another pouch here. Now this door, or this room has 2 doors to it. They are both reinforced. So let's check them for being locked. We need, it's reinforced, so a 5 or 6 will be locked. And I'm going to say the black die is the this door, and the red one is for this door over this way. They are both unlocked. So let's continue along this wall here. Keep on going straight this way. Now, opening this door, we discover that my dice still hate me. And it is just a small 1x2 corridor that has no exits. And so we will back out of there and go to the other door. Alright, opening this door, we discover another short corridor with 2 openings. We continue straight and enter into a very large room. Divine Hall. The space is lined with pillars and expensive murals fill the walls. If you have more than 4 favor points for any god, you feel inspired and gain another favor point as a result. So let's see. Yes. Meduva is the only one that has more than 4 at the moment. So let's get another favor point for Meduva. Now we're maxed out with Meduva, Meritani, and Radicina. The room has 2 archways. Let's continue straight across this large mural-filled room and come over to this archway. Stepping through this archway, we discover another short corridor and another archway that we pass through as well. This enters into a room that is pew-lined chamber. There are 2 rows of pews facing a lectern standing on a platform at the head of the room. Due to the size of this room, I didn't get fully detailed. There is a person cleaning the pews, and we must roll on an L5WO table to face who they are. And what we got is a 6 for an afflicted. The afflicted stands up from his pew that he's cleaning and hurries over to attack us. So we'll ready ourselves. Sometimes experimenting with metamorphic magic can warp the body as well as the mind, resulting in the afflicted. No threat to the order, they attack those who they do not recognize. For maneuvers, they have splintered nails and bony knuckles. A 2-2 and a 6-4. Our banded shield will help with the bony knuckles. For their interrupts, they have a tough skin on a primary 1s, 2s, 5s, and 6s. They have a -1 damage, and that will affect our lunging thrust and our heavy slash. Taking 1 off of each of those. Start a combat round 1 with our turn. That is a cocked dice. Fix that. We have a 6-3, and with a 6-3 we can change that 3 to a 4, creating a heavy slash. A d6 plus 3 minus 1 for a total of +2. We'll start off with 5 damage. Bringing him to 10. And it's his turn for round 1. And he's got a 4-5. 1 shift 4-5 is not doable if he is not able to hit us with that roll. Moving on to round 2 and back to our turn. 5-5 and 3 shifts. 5-5. Let's take the secondary 5 and turn it into a 3, making a lunging thrust, which will be a d6 plus 4 due to his interrupt. So 8 points of damage. Bringing him down to 2, and it's his turn. A 2-1. With a 2-1 and 1 shift, they can turn that 1 into a 2 to create a splintered nails attack, which is a D3 plus 1, or 3 points of damage, bringing us to 51 health. Round 3 in our turn here. Ooh, dice go wild. We have a 6-2. We can shift that 2 into a 4 to create a heavy slash. And D6 plus 2. And that's a wonderful 8 points of damage to him. And he only had 2 left, so he's down. Quick and simple. We get 85 experience, bringing us to 3,349. See that in a moment. He's also got a pouch on him. Let's see what kind of pouch we got. Number 8. Tucked inside is a lockpick plus 2 uses. And some Malacco leaves. Do we have any plus 2 lockpicks? No, we don't have any plus 2 lockpicks. And Malacco leaves, bringing us up to 8 Malacco leaves. We have a pretty decent pile of those. Alright, let's put him away. Put our sheet away. We also have to roll on the IAUT3 table. A 1-4. There appears to be an uneven stone in the wall here. You touch it and find it can be removed. Behind is a leather wrapped package. You take it out and unwrap it. Roll a d6 to find out what's inside. Wow. We have a 5. Inside is a potion. Roll on a potion table 3. POT 3. Now, before we do that, we gotta check. Our potions are full. So whatever this potion is, we need to either drink one of the ones that we have, so we can pick this one up, or just drink this one that we find. So let's see what this is first. It is a potion of willpower. It is a 5. Which we have one potion of willpower already. We'll add the potion to our list. We're going to drink our potion of constance. Alright, let's replace that. And we're all set. Let's get this out of the way. Active potion in the corner here. Now this room has one door to it. It is a wooden door. Let's check it for being locked. It is not locked. But I think we'll find out what's beyond this door on our next session. Here's our dungeon so far. So, I thank you for staying till the end of the video. We'll find out what's through this door on our next episode. You have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you again soon. Good night.